Hi, my name is Shashank Indukuri and today I am going to record a demo for Sprint2 of SC456. Now I am going to run the application. For an initial requirement, I have created 8 sprites and used 10 different sprites dynamically. That totals up to 18 sprites, and I used 6 different textures in this application. On the screen we can see a white alien that is scaling up and down. There are 2 different sprites that are rotating on opposite directions. There is a black bird that is moving from top to bottom, and there are 2 sprites that are changing their images dynamically. And last but not least, my proudest part of this Sprint2 is a red-head boy that uses 8 different images with a cool animation of moving, making him run. Coming to the second part of the requirement, I have used multiple design patterns in this application. One of them is object pooling that is implemented by using the base manager. To demonstrate that, I'm going to uncomment these 2 lines, which means I am removing the alien texture from the texture manager, and I'm going to show the dump of how they have managed. So I'm going to run the application again, and now you can see the aliens have removed and replaced by the default hot pink texture. When I close this application, we can see the output dump where there are total of 7 nodes and 6 are active and 1 is on reserve, because we have removed the alien texture and it has moved to the reserve list. By doing this, we will be utilizing the nodes to and forth from active to reserve. And another noticeable pattern that we have used is adapter pattern that connects the client to the Azul framework, and we can do modifications based for the sprite images or the texture classes as per the requirement. Another thing is I have implemented all the 3 managers: texture manager, image manager, and sprite managers. And one of the pattern I have used here is the Singleton pattern with a method create and a static reference to that, and it returns the newly created object. So on the game, when we see, we can directly call the create method on the class itself, and it returns the newly created item. And another pattern I have used is the Iterator pattern that iterates over all the nodes on the linker list on active and reserve. And by doing this, and it is linked to the double link manager, and the information on the node is hidden from the base manager by using the iterator, and it looping on the each node of the iterator of the double linked list. And finally, coming to the last requirement is a factory that has 3 abstract methods to create 3 different managers, and it returns the newly created item. To demonstrate this on the game, I'm going to uncomment this and uncomment this part where I am creating just the reference to the manager factory, and I am calling each texture manager that returns a newly created object reference. And I'm going to run the application. First of all, I'll just comment this part and run the application. Now we can see the application is working fine and the factory is also implemented. Thank you so much.